Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome back to the channel. If you guys aren't new to the channel, I am Steve. We are back, ready for action and ready to actually get the C5 back up and going. So I did film a little bit of a clip of the new wheels and everything. As you can tell, they're already on the car. I was gonna do kind of like a big reveal with it, but I'm gonna level with you. I got so much going on. As you can tell, the 6.0 is back there. I've got an oil leak. The oil cooler's actually, it's not bad yet, but it's going bad, so I want to get that thing fixed. The Yukon, as you can tell, I made a video about that. The axle seal's leaking, so I have parts on order for that, which I'm actually going to pick up later today. F450 still down and out. I want to get that thing up and running. And the Jeep, I want to go four-wheeling this weekend, so I've got to get the Jeep back up and running. So you'll see a video on the Jeep. Probably I'll film after I do some of the work that you're going to see in this one. So basically, long story short, is when I got this thing back up and running, I ended up cracking a spark plug on it. So it did misfire. I did do a couple donuts with it, and you guys got on my case about it, saying that it didn't sound good and it was running rough. It was only on 6 cylinders. And I know, I get it. I probably shouldn't have done the donut. I probably shouldn't have even driven it or fired it up as much as I have. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and rectify the situation. I went ahead and got new plugs. They had to order them in, TR6s. You guys know that's all I run in this car. So let me go ahead and swap out. And we're also going to go ahead and put the front accessories back on this thing. So by the end of this video, you will see the front end back on it. You'll see all the accessories. You'll see the radiator in it. You'll see intake. This thing will be ready to rock, ready to roll, and ready to get tuned. I know I've been dragging my feet on it, and it was kind of because I couldn't really afford wheels, and then all of a sudden Mike hooked me up with a good deal on these. Huge shout out to Street Speed 717. If you don't follow me on Instagram, do it now and follow him also. But mine is sendit_Steve. His is Street Speed 717. He also hooked me up on a set of the Z06 wheels, which I do believe I was going to sell, but I think I'm going to keep them because I don't know which ones I like. So comment in the comment section down below, which wheels do you actually like better? These, look at Diesel back there playing with the ball. But let me know which ones you like better. I kind of, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you'll see a post about it. But I kind of like these wheels, but yet I like these ones better. So I like these, and I think it's gonna look killer and be cool when I get it lowered and everything. But I do actually think I like these for more of like the Corvette look. But who knows? Drop the comment section down below. Let me stop BSing and get these spark plugs fixed. And then we're gonna go ahead and get the water pump and all the accessories bolted up. So let me stop bullshitting and get it done. Well, I actually didn't even know, but I had BR7EFs in here, so there's still the spark plugs in it from when this thing was turbo. But as you can tell here, this one is cracked right down the porcelain there, and on that side there. This one is really bad. You can really see that one cracked. So there's 2 cracked, and then the third one. That is crazy, and it's actually a wonder that this thing ran, you know, at all. So we literally did all that stuff on 5 cylinders. These ones are actually still kind of good. You can see on the tip though, it's a little rusty. So glad we put these things in. I'm gonna go ahead and start bolting the accessories and everything back on the front, because I want to make this thing as together as possible before we start wrapping it and really making this thing ready to hit the dyno. So I'm hoping to have this thing on the dyno very, very soon. I don't want to give a time frame because I'm not sure what the schedule is. but I do have, and I have been talking to somebody to get it tuned. So stay tuned. Let's get the front end put back together. That Lost Fit Lighting sent me a set of headlights for the Suburban, the Urban Bourbon back in the day. They are LED lights. So huge shout out to Lost Fit Lighting. I'm glad that I actually found these just now while I was looking for the Corvette parts, and I decided, hey, let's get them tossed in this truck real quick. So I cleaned this side, I buffed this side. You can actually see how much better that looks compared to this side. So I have to still do that. But look at the light difference. Now I'm gonna put you on this side over here so you will be closer to this light over here. So in theory, it should be brighter, but watch when I turn these lights on. Insane difference. Now don't get me wrong, this lens is clean and buffed out, but holy cow, the brightness of this. So huge shout out again to Lost Fit Lighting for sending me these lights. Sorry that I didn't use them sooner, but we're using them now. So there's your shout out, and get back to what we were doing over here. Actually, I'm gonna do this side here real quick, buff it up, clean it out, and swap it out, and then I'll show you the end product. Bam, huge difference, huge night and day difference. So this light actually didn't buff out as good as that one. So maybe I'll just go ahead and go and just order a set of headlights for this thing. I kind of like the chrome housings. Let me know in the comment section down below, do we go smoked or do we stay with the chrome? I kind of like the chrome, just factory look at the front of this thing. I was going to go ahead and do the grill around here white, but I think I'm just gonna leave it how it is, and then I'll paint match, well, wrap the top piece and the bumper when we get a new bumper. So let's get back on the Corvette. Alrighty, I actually cleaned and scrubbed the shop floor a little bit here, but we've got all the accessories, everything I need. Obviously, you've seen I found the lights for the Yukon too amongst all these parts. So huge shout out again to Lost Fit Lighting. But we got the water pump, alternator. I know I should clean all this stuff up and make it look 100%, but I just kind of missed driving this car. I kind of want to get it tuned, so we're just going to put it back together the way it is. So I have all the accessories, all the parts. Let's get it tossed back together. guys and girls. Well, I'm on a new GoPro. Finally got tired of dealing with the other GoPro. The new GoPro now should be a little bit different. Let me know if you see picture quality different change or sound quality change. Let me know in the comment section down below. But we've got this thing back together. I actually took it for a drive. We filled it up and everything. It actually does need tune, but it does seem to run and drive somewhat decent. Some things that I want to go over real quick. So I ended up breaking a headlight a little while back. I ended up getting the headlights actually working too. So we are putting pop-ups back in it. I know a bunch of people asked if we would be keeping the pop-ups in it, and yes, we are going to run pop-ups. The other thing, well, there's a couple things I'll just run down through the list real quick that I have to get, and now that I have the car back together, I know 100% what I need to do for this thing. So I want to do all new spark plug wires. That's number one. Number two, this goes on top of the radiator here. There's ears over here. They are actually all busted off. So I'm gonna have to get a new piece for the top of the radiator. I need an intake air temperature sensor. You can tell here, this one's actually missing. Should be plugged in over here. The mass air should actually be at the bottom down here also. So we'll configure that a different way. The power steering cap, I'm missing that. Radiator cap, I'm actually missing this one too. Luckily I have the Yukon here, so I pulled it off of the Yukon, but I had this thing running, cooling fans and everything cycle. Everything seems to be really, really good on this. Oh, the other thing is a dipstick. I have to get a dipstick tube for it. All right, so I actually have to get a dipstick tube for it. While I was driving it, it was actually pushing a little bit of oil out. You can see some of the drips down there underneath of the car. It was actually dripping some oil, which isn't a big deal. I just have to get a dipstick tube. I don't know where mine got to or where I put it. I tried looking for it. I don't have one here, so we'll have to get a dipstick tube. But other than that, everything is pretty well ready for me to go ahead and start finishing the wrap, getting the body panels and everything back on this, and I am freaking excited. Driving this thing today made me remember how much fun I actually had driving this car. Sounds amazing. It's pretty cool. The other thing, oh, the exhaust. I am probably gonna have to get it. Man, I was sweeping earlier and I'm breathing in a bunch of dust. So the exhaust that's on here, we're gonna have to actually, I'll probably end up taking it to an exhaust shop once we get it dynoed and everything, because it doesn't fit quite good in the midsection up here. I could probably do it myself, but I just sort of want to be done with it. Ram, I have to get a new air filter for it, but we'll have the Ram on it. I have the plastic shroud here that goes up here, and then I obviously have the bumpers and the hood and everything like that. So I'm excited. Who is excited and who is ready for the revived version of the C5? Now, I know I've said this a couple times, and I know we've made a couple videos of it being back together and being good and running and driving, but right now it is actually running and driving 100%. I could drive it down the road without any issues and without any fear, without any concerns. Before, we just didn't have accessories or anything on it. The oil dipstick is probably really the only thing that's keeping me from being able to actually drive this thing. But we're gonna get it all taken care of. I appreciate you guys sticking with me through all of the mess and all of the mayhem, but we are really, really finishing up projects. I know all the hoods are open right now, but we're knocking everything out. We're gonna get everything done. And I do believe we're gonna go 4-wheel this weekend, so stay tuned for that. But there you guys have it. We are back. The C5 is almost 100% revived. Next time you see this car, I promise you guys, it will be wrapped and it will be on a dyno. So we'll have a reveal video of the full wrap, full everything. Huge shout out again to Street Tweet 717 for the wheels. Definitely hooked me up on those, and I do have the Z06 wheels over there. Let me know which ones you guys like. I think I said at the beginning of the video, let me know which ones you guys like. I might end up just keeping those for like winter wheels and then kind of put these up, because I definitely don't want to destroy these wheels. I do actually really like these, but I also do really like the Z06 wheels on here too. But I'm going to give you guys some sound clips of this thing sitting here running and everything. And I hope you guys appreciate the grind. I hope you appreciate the hustle. The only reason we don't go outside and do any driving, as you can tell, the sun is down. So it's not really going to do anything. You guys aren't going to want to see that. So I ran and got a GoPro. Time was up. So let's get some sound clips of this thing. It idles. It sounds mean. And everybody in the comment section down below, say small cam. All right, guys, take care. And we'll see you in the next one.